Welcome to Ghalib Demystified Episode 8. If we make a list of Ghalib ghazals that are considered essential reading, the ghazal that I am going to present today will find a place in that list. Each ghazal couplet is like a lancet that inflicts a wound on our hearts. So let's get started. ये न थी हमारी किस्मत कि वसाले यार होता, अगर और जीते रहते यही इंतज़ार होता. It wasn't my good fortune to realize oneness with my beloved. Even if I had lived longer, I would have suffered the same fate. The tragic ending of a love story is a given in classic Urdu poetry, inspired by the sad culmination of love between lovers like Laila Majnu and Shireen Farhad. The lover is not destined to have his wish fulfilled in this life, but some explanation is required as to why that is so. Mirza offers the fate argument, which is untenable because we have free will. The couplet presents a scenario that is too dark. It is not that the beloved is beyond reach now. Even if a magical act extends the lover's life, the situation will not be any different. It is the height of pessimism. Not now, never in the future. The desire the lover has nourished shall remain unfulfilled. कोई मेरे दिल से पूछे तेरे तीरे नीम कश को, ये खलश कहाँ से होती जो जिगर के पार होता. My heart knows the hurt of your half-drawn arrows. There had been no pinch if the arrow had gone past my heart. Tire neem kash is the half-drawn arrow. The problem with this is that it doesn't kill. It causes hurt and pain, but not death. A fully drawn arrow would have killed the lover. If the life ended, there was no scope for the pain to remain active. It is part of the beloved's gamesmanship. She doesn't want the lover to die. She wants to inflict pain and cause this khalish, which is continuous hurt. That's all. The beauty of this couplet lies in its dark imagery and the choice of words. ये कहाँ की दोस्ती है कि बने हैं दोस्त ना से, कोई चारा साज होता, कोई गम गुसार होता. What good is friendship if friends become evangelists? I wish someone were a pain reliever and a comforter. Mirza defines the meaning of friendship in this couplet by placing in the center stage a loathsome character. Nasir is not a friend. He preaches things based on his religious convictions. His arguments have no validity because there is no personal touch in what he says. He doesn't know what friendship entails. He repeats words that he has learned like a parrot. A real friend will have to be very different from the preacher. But here is the problem. The so-called friends are trying to emulate the preacher. Their words too have lost all meaning. The poet was looking for someone who could resolve his predicaments and console his broken heart. But sadly, that kind of friend doesn't exist. Talk has become cheap. कहूँ किससे मैं के क्या है, शब गम बुरी बला है, मुझे क्या बुरा था मरना अगर एक बार होता. I need someone to share the horrors of the night of separation. death was normal if that happened just once and no more. For a lover, the night of separation is the night of affliction or distress. It is so bad that it inflicts pain that one experiences before dying. Therefore, the lover dies many deaths in a single night. The end would not be bad if it came only once, but this repetitive dying is unbearable. हुए मर के हम जो रुसवा हुए क्यों न गर्क के दरिया न कभी जनाजा उठता न कहीं मज़ार होता. Why didn't I drown myself in a river to avoid notoriety? It would have saved a coffin, a grave, and a stone engraving. Mirza carries the theme of death and dying from the previous couplet. Death is a bad thing, but the culture of death makes it worse. There is a need for a coffin and a prescribed manner of placing the body in a grave accompanied by prayer. There is a mourning period for the family. It's a disgrace for the lover because dying was not a big deal for him. His life was nothing better than death. Therefore, he didn't need this publicity, this ruswai after his death. He should have drowned himself and thereby saved all this botheration. Once again, very dark imagery about how the simple act of dying becomes a public spectacle. उसे कौन देख सकता कि यगाना है वो यकता, जो दुई की बू भी होती तो कहीं दो चार होता. No one can see him because he is unlike anything else. If there were another, we would have known. This couplet introduces a new idea in this ghazal because it is not about death and dying. It's about another complex matter. Does God exist? It should not be a matter of speculation for a Muslim because submission to one God is the very foundation of faith. What Mirza is doing is not doubting the existence of God but his stature. Is he one or many? Mirza's answer is definite. God is alone and he is unique for his oneness that is beyond any doubt. But in the second line, the word dui or duality introduces a different element. It has more to do with our relationship with God than God himself. The debate about duality is more intense in Vedic Dharma than in any other religion. Is God separate from us or are we part of the divine whole? Philosophers provide different answers, but for Mirza, there is only one answer. Since nothing can exist outside God, the only way to realize him is to look within us, which is the accepted answer in mystical traditions like Sufism. We shall take up another amazing ghazal in the next episode. दर्द मिन्नत कशे दवा ना हुआ, मैं ना अच्छा हुआ बुरा ना हुआ. I am Surinder Deol saying goodbye.